Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down. Charles, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Charles, wide open receiver, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Jackson on first down. This is taking him one-handed. What a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson will try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Watch the screen.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Set. 6-yard. Single. Watch 17. Let's go, baby. New turnover. Get that ball.
From the gun, Charles looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Let's go. I got you.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Push him back.
They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Third down.
Let's go now. Go to base. Hey.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's White. They find some open field here. 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second down, it's Henderson. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards there, a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Lions' 39-yard line.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Delgado. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Here we go. Cover the ending. Left. Watch left. Got you.
Jackson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
57 for Mike. I got it.
Operating from the gun, Charles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got Miller. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd down. It's Henderson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First down, Seahawks.
Ready? Hey, hold on. Give us the money. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Delgado. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
From the gun again to Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
59. They can't hang with us. Check. Crunch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Jackson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain there of 21 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
From the gun, Charles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Pulled in at the 24. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now Jackson. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's taken down inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long. Throwing is Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come get some. Come on.
To throw again. Charles. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He spins free, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Jackson now. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, that's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Buying time to his left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? You just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Charles, they'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They keep it on the ground. White again. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd and 2, Charles, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 13. Check.
Looking to throw. Charles. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Operating from the gun. Charles. Well, he's going to go for it all. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Henderson. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time they face a 3rd and 2. third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go, one more. Go. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. Hit up. All right, T, let's check.
On first down, White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready? 6 right. You know, Mike 96. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Zip it. Mike 96. Mike 96. Man out. Man out. Man out. Man out. And 96 is coming. 96. Switch. Mike 96. Mike 96. Let's go.
On second down, Dobbins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You got it. You got it.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. A carry here for the big tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On second down, they'll run with White, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They hand off to their big tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
50, Mike 50. It's been a long day for you. Mike 50, Mike 50. Show me swag.
One last shot for Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.